What's up, y'all? Welcome back to The Grind. Felix Gonzalez, owner of Fitness Grinder Performance out of Fresno, California. As you can see, my voice is still a little, but my body feels great. Today we got shoulders. We were supposed to hit legs, but I bruised I don't know what I did in my legs. Something happened. Something cramped between my quad and hamstring all at the same time. So I'm kind of nursing it a little bit, but didn't tear nothing, which is great. Anyway, so shoulders it is, which is my favorite thing to hit. So, this will be a quick workout. Hope you've been sticking with me so far. Any questions? Please let me know in the comments below. You know what to do. Subscribe, hit the little bell, and let's get to work. Today's warm-up is going to be warmed up. I did 100 calories on a assault bike. I woke my shoulders up a little bit. I'm going to start with dumbbell lateral raises. I'm going to do 7-8 sets of 5. I'm increasing weight just to kind of get some blood pumping on the delts. And then I'm going to move over to machine shoulder press. Then I'm going to come back here, come front raise dumbbell. Then I'm going to go up by row, and then I'm going to finish off with face pull. That is it. By the time, I may throw in some shrugs, but that's it. It's going to be quick. My shoulders are going to be blown, and I'll be happy with it. Weight, I don't know where the weight's going to be at, but we'll see what happens. First things up though, lateral raises. These are one of my favorite exercises to hit. You'll notice that I come out forward a little bit in angle. I'm not all the way out here on the side because you get more trap work there. Coming forward a little bit. Targets that rotator cuff, I hold delt a little bit more effectively. At least for me it does. So if it's too hard for you there, you can go stagger stance and then kind of lift. Don't go too far forward, but right at an angle, lock your elbows in place and just lift. So I'm gonna go 8 sets of 5, and I was already 2 sets. 6 more to go. So somebody asked me, hey Felix, how come you don't wear a safety belt or belt? You'll hardly ever see me wear belts. I feel like you should be able to activate your core when you're lifting so you can improve the quality strength of your core. And I just don't really lift heavy enough, I don't think, to put a belt on. So I don't use a belt. Like, I don't want to become reliant on it. And, you know, if my back starts to get tight when I'm doing a specific program, I'm just not really paying attention to the form, in my opinion, on how I'm lifting. So to each its own. You know, if your powerlifters wear belts all the time because they need support and control because they're lifting heavy ass weight, I'm not really lifting weight like that. At least I don't think I am. So if you need to wear a belt, wear a belt. If you don't have to wear a belt, don't wear a belt. Just pay attention to what you're doing. The other question was elbow sleeves. Good prayer. You'll see people decked out with sleeves and all kind of stuff. It is smart because it saves your joint. Just compresses the joint, keeps it in place. Again, maybe because I'm still young. I'm only 40. I'll be 41 next year or next month. But I don't have a problem with my joints. I don't have any of that those issues. So I don't really wear that stuff. But I mean, it is smart to do it. Maybe one day I will. But again, if that's what you prefer, do it. Like, it won't hurt you. Is the thing. It'll only help. But I don't do it, so. This is number 5. Woo! Adults are waking up. They feel good. Don't forget to drink water. I got BCAAs, creatine, glutamine in here, amino acid, essential amino acids. And a little bit of caffeine. I like to sip some caffeine during the grind. Number 6. We're gonna go 45s. A little heavier. Whew. Gotta fix these here. You notice I have a lot of sound effects. I don't know, it kind of makes the time go by quicker. I might be the only one that does it. It's all good. Be you, right? Who cares what people think? You'll also notice that I go above my shoulders. I don't stop below. There's a nuance with that where some people claim that if you go too high, you recruit more trap, which is these here, versus your rotator cuff or your anterior delt. You know, I don't feel it that drastic on my trap, so I do it, but I'm not going all the way up here. But I definitely like to go a little bit above, so it puts more stress. You know, you'll see that as I get heavier in weight, I'm kind of like I'm using a little bit of momentum and trying to control it coming down because it is heavy. You know, I could drop the weight lower and have more strict form. But again, these are, watch me tripping. These are warm-up sets for me. So I'm not, you know, I'm not focused on strict form. Again, do what works for you. This works for me. I'm content with the way I look and feel. So anybody who argues the fact doesn't matter because, again, I like the results that I'm getting, and it's working, right? So, again, you got to find what works for you. Now that those are done, machine shoulder press is next. Let's get ready. All right, so here we're gonna do 4 sets of 12. Before we move into front raises. It's crazy is I haven't worked out all week since I kind of, something happened to my leg or whatever, and I feel it. That's very rare. Very rare do I take more than 4 days off. Usually it's a few days, and that's it, I'm back in the grind again. So I'm definitely feeling, you would think I'd be rested, but I'm not. For some reason it's messing with my head. I'm feeling fatigued, but it's all good. We're gonna push past and just make it work. So learn to embrace the suck and find grace in it. I love machine shoulder presses. Just something about that isolation that just, oh man, I love it. So not all of them are the same. This is an older machine. It's a Nautilus machine. This one works real well. I like it. 2 different handles, positions. So anyway, rest periods, 60, 90 seconds, 2 minutes roughly. I usually keep it between 45 and 60 seconds, but you know, the research shows that 2-3 minutes or more is ideal for good recovery time to really come back on your next set and push it, you know, at maximum effort. So I just do what works for me right now. Might change when I'm 50 years old, but I'll deal with that when I'm 50. Oh, there's the pump. Oh yeah, feels good. You probably won't see me increase too much weight this time. Just because I'm just not really feeling it. I will push. That's the deal. You may get to a point where you may not want to work out. You just may, you know, kind of like half-ass it. Like, you know, don't half-ass it. Just push, still do it, but know your limits, right? Like, if I go into the heavier and I'm just not feeling it, there's a potential possibility of me, you know, injuring myself, and you know, it's not worth the risk. So I will get my grind done. It will be. I will be satisfied at the end. I'll be content. But again, I may not push to what I'm potentially capable of pushing, just because the risk doesn't outweigh the reward. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. So never give yourself an excuse to skip a grind because of how you feel, because that can change momentarily. There's the struggle. Woo! It's coming. Oh man. Oh, time for some water. Oh. Whew. Now we got some front raises. I'm gonna I'm gonna use a barbell for this one. A cambered barbell, which is the little squiggly ones, the curl ones. These right here. Just because it's a nice, good grip for your hands. And I'm gonna go, I don't know, 15 degrees above shoulder. I don't even know what the degree is. You'll see where I'm gonna be at. Kind of like Arnold style back in the day. He used dumbbells though. But right here, and then down. Be very careful when doing these. Again, engage your core, squeeze your glutes. Have a good, strong foundation when you're doing this, because you can let it drop and you can, you know, mess up your back. So don't be a hero and keep the weight modest and where it should be. That's why I'm only doing 50. And I should have told you what I'm lifting. So I'm doing 4 sets of 8 on these. 50 pounds, I'll probably stay there. Maybe I'll go to 60. But 4 sets of 8. Maybe I might increase some more reps. 8 I think felt great. So that's why I'll stay. So let's get it. So here's a perfect example of not being symmetrical, right? So you'll notice I got pretty decent rotator. You know, like my interior delts are pretty big, but my rear delts, traps look okay. See that? If you see the difference, I gotta really put some work on the rear delts. I can pull pretty strong, but it's, you know, again, these are little nuances, right? I am not a bodybuilder. I don't plan on getting on stage, but you know, my biggest thing is my rear delts are underdeveloped in relation to the rest of my delts. Rotator cuff, my shoulder, my interior delt, the trap. Like, how, you know, could there be, you know, potential risk of injury because there's overcompensation going on? Absolutely. So be conscious of that. Focus. You know, don't just train what you can see. I'm notorious for that, especially when it comes to legs. You know, try to get a little bit of everything, so that way you're well-rounded and you can mitigate injury if at all prevent it, while improving the quality of life and the way your body looks. So crazy colds and COVID and all kinds of nonsense going around. Make sure you take care of yourself. Hydrate. I mean, it's one of the most important things. Be active. Wash your dang hands. If you're sick, stay your ass home. No, for real. Take your vitamins. Mitigate processed foods. You know, if it doesn't grow from the ground and you didn't butcher it, don't eat it. I know that kind of sounds cruel, but you know what I mean. Do I eat fast food? Absolutely. Almost daily. But just saying, you want things that the body could, you know, really utilize at the maximum level, right? And give it energy and improve quality, right? To help fight off all this craziness is going around. And sleep. That's probably one of the biggest issues for almost everybody, is they don't get enough sleep. I'm a culprit to that. You know, 6 to 8 hours of sleep or more is recommended. I get an average 5.5. It's not good, but I'm working on it. Better than 4, which is what it used to be. Whew. Oh, all right. The last but not least, actually last thing. So it's a quick workout. Last thing, we're gonna do cable face pull superset with shrugs. And I'm gonna do shrugs unilaterally, meaning I'm gonna do one at a time. Last time, my dumb ass said isometrically. That doesn't mean one at a time. Anyway, make sure to read that correct this time. So unilaterally, I'm gonna do the shrugs, superset with the cable pull, face pull, 4 sets of 12, 10 and 10. And after that, we're done. With these, I'm gonna alternate between 2 variations. I'm gonna keep my elbows slightly above, like so, and then I'm also gonna come out like this. Looks awkward, but you'll see. I had upright rows in the mix. I took it out because, again, I got a massive pump on my anterior delt. Like everything's on my rotator cuff, my rear delt, everything's pre-pumped except for my rear delt, which I think face pulls will help support. But I just think it's gonna be overkill. So now I'm already at I'm already almost 18 sets, 16, 18 sets on shoulders. And I'm gonna finish off with another 4, 8, like 20 sets. That is way too much for just your delts. But the load hasn't been that drastic. So in this case, it would be okay. But if I was going massively heavy on all this, it'd be stupid. So from a building muscle perspective, yeah, you don't have to do that much. Right now, I'm doing 70 pounds. That's what I'm pulling. Keep your elbows either aligned with your delts, with your traps, or above. Right? Go above is better. And get those hands kind of by your ears. You'll feel this in the back of your shoulders, your rear delts, if you're pulling far enough. So make sure to pull far enough. Again, we're supersetting this with single arm shrugs. So let's go. So why single arm? Sometimes I go double. I just feel when you do things unilaterally, when you do them one at a time, it kind of exposes what side you favor. And so if I'm just going one side, I can just really focus to try to get your like traps, your ear. It's kind of like a cue. I try to focus on really kind of getting, that trap all the way up as high as I can. Not bringing my head down, but bringing this up to my ear. And I just try to get better isolation or focus when I go one at a time versus the other. I have the time to do that, so I'm doing it. But if I was on a time crunch, I'd probably go double. But it's just, I don't know, it just feels better. So try it. If you don't do it, try it. Another way to do this is coming over to, if you have a Smith machine, there's another good way. If you have a Smith machine available to you, you can load weight on each side, step on the side like this, and do it this way too. I almost like this better because you don't have to focus on balance, right? It's already balanced and stabilized for you. You just gotta pull. And then you can also position your hands in certain places. And again, and just lift the weight and kind of like change up kind of the angle of how you're shrugging, which is pretty cool. Why didn't I use this? You might say, because I was lazy and didn't want a little weight on it. That's why. So anyway, give it a shot. 1 down, 3 to go. Now you'll notice on this set, I'm gonna do that other angle that I talked about. I dropped the weight a little bit because it's too heavy for me to do it that way. But so it's gonna be here and gonna come out like so. I know it looks weird and it looks unorthodox, but I'm telling you, right? Like here, it's just right at this part, right here. Oh man, it's like you just feel it like crazy. So just give it a shot. Start with low weight and then increase the weight accordingly. Now, I think I seen, bodybuilding coach legend Charles Glass do this. And I was like, oh man, why the hell are you doing that? And he explained why I tried it. I was like, oh, that feels good. He was doing it with one of his bikini competitors, I think. And I saw another bodybuilder doing it. I was like, oh man, it feels good. So that's why I think I saw it. I'm not sure. But I've seen multiple people do it. I just think that's why I first saw it. And it just works really good. So anyway, give it a shot. Whew. 2 down, 2 to go. It doesn't take a whole lot of weight with shrugs, especially when you superset with face pulls. It's just a good combo. Another thing that I'll superset shrugs with is lateral raises. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. But again, wasn't feeling too good, so I felt this was gonna be the best combination. And man, I may start off not wanting to do this, but I feel amazing. So you never know what your output or your outcome is gonna be unless you see it to the end. So, don't be afraid to just own that you don't feel good or just something's going on. So that way you can just, give yourself the courage and permission to just go after it, because it might change your outcome on how you feel towards the end. So I'm glad y'all followed me on this and came with me if you stayed to the end and did this workout. So again, let me know what you think. Woo! I think I was 10. I'm cheating. Hold on. I'm celebrating too soon. An extra one just in case. Oh. Shrugs. Let's go. Oh, dang. That was a good set. Whew. That was a good set. Last set of shrugs. And we're done. Yeah. Done. 22 sets total, I think. My shoulders are blown. I'm glad I followed through with this, even though I didn't feel too good. So, again, you never know when you're gonna have those days, but give yourself permission to do it anyway. So, thank you for following me on this journey. I appreciate it. Let me know if there's anything you want us to shoot, and go over how I do things from a different perspective from all the experts that are out there. The ground wasn't easy today, but I'm satisfied with the output, so I'm grateful. But again, give yourself permission to win. Don't falter, don't waver, and until next time, I'll catch you in the grind. Peace.